Hello, we're live.
All right. Hey, everyone.
Hi, friends. Hi, Nicole. How's it going?
Good. How are you, Heather? Excited
I'm
for
good.
tonight.
I'm so excited. How was your day?
Oh, so far so good. Just this is my little nightcap here.
Nice, nice. And we have friends here already. Here's Anne Marie, Lisa, Red
Yeah, I got some.
Wing, Charlie. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for
Thank you
coming.
for being here. And
Whoa, 7.
anyone who's on my channel here. So just like my stream with Anne Marie, um, Nicole is hosting this on her channel. And I just put in the link here. So if you don't already follow Nicole and you like my content, you would definitely love Nicole's content as well. I just
And
put the link in there. And so make sure you go subscribe to her. That would be
and
awesome.
and I've put Heather's link in my chat as well. So
Yay, awesome.
so
Lindsay's
feel free
here,
to.
Lori.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to put people on the screen as they come in. Thank you guys so
Awesome.
much for being
That's
here.
so cool. So I'll do a quick. Oh no, we should introduce ourselves. We said.
Oh yeah,
First.
sure.
I'm Heather. I have a channel on YouTube called Heather C. I like to do anti-MLM, mostly Amway, and MLM coaches, MLM courses, and business courses on YouTube. What about you?
I am Nicole Willette. I own a marketing company called Breaking Even Communications, which is why my channel is called that. And I like to do content about marketing and marketing trainings. And there's a lot of overlap with the anti-MLM community. So thanks for agreeing to do this with me so we could talk about marketing and anti-MLM and all of those good things.
As it's super related, of course. There's a lot of overlap, and especially with this topic today. So we're really excited to look at, I think it's affiliated with Eric Worre, famous MLM coach. It's called the Influencer Bootcamp, where we're going to hear about some very generic social media advice for network marketers.
Yeah, it is very generic. And what I love about this, and should we put it on the screen probably as we start talking about it here? So what's great about this website is if you go to it and you scroll the whole thing, you have to get all the way to the bottom to even see that Network Marketing Pro is affiliated, and it's just in the copyright area. So there's really no content. Did you see any other content on the site that like even signified that Eric Worre was involved? Okay.
No, none.
Yeah.
At the very bottom.
Yep.
Yeah. Super interesting. So I think we're ready to get started.
Absolutely.
Good to go. And Charlene said this is a great collab. That's so nice.
Oh, thanks, Charlene.
Thank you, Charlene. So this is the start of the website. And so it's a beautiful woman in what looks like an angel getup, raising her hands up to the sky. And she looks great. She looks beautiful, but I'm not sure why this is for a marketing social media summit. So
the only thing beautiful about this website is basically her. Yeah. So there's pictures of her throughout the site. And as you notice, she's not Eric Worre. So, it seems random to have her involved. But we looked in and her name is Lisa Nichols. Mm-hmm. And is she an influencer? No. Why would she be?
What does she do, Nicole?
She is a speaker and a motivational speaker and an author. Mm-hmm. And, I poked around her Instagram and stuff because I was like, okay, maybe she sells supplements or something. And it seems like she talks, she sells her own programs and stuff, but she doesn't seem to be, there's no code to save, 50% off of, a sweater or something. There's nothing like that going on. So it doesn't seem like she's influencing to make her money, which I think is interesting that like they're really putting her as the face on this thing.
And we saw earlier that she has like 500,000 followers on Instagram, but you said, I don't know how to read that stuff, but you said her engagement rate is quite bad.
Yeah, her engagement's like 0.3%. So she has 500,000 followers, and the average post she gets on Instagram gets 93 likes. So in general, it seems like she's not she's not really an influencer in terms of,
No.
she doesn't seem to make most of her money influencing, and she's not an influencer in terms of having the kind of engagement to get brand deals and things like that. So
it's interesting that she's the one they picked.
Yeah,
right?
I think we might know why though, but we'll get into that.
For sure. So friends who are like haven't been on my channel before, when I do these videos, I like to zoom in because I can't read well on the computer. So this is actually not how the website looks. I had to zoom in like 175%. So
oh wait, we have a comment from Emery. Wasn't she the woman in Network Marketing Summit, or was that a different woman? And the Tonka truck. I don't know. Are you familiar with? I haven't seen this, but maybe we can look at it as maybe I'll pull it up in a tab as we're going along. Okay. But I don't know about that for sure, but that is an interesting observation, Emery. We'll have to look into it.
So I'm going to start, and let me know when you have something you want to say, okay? All right.
Keep it on.
By learning top communication skills from renowned public speaker Lisa Nichols. What makes powerful network marketing storytellers truly unforgettable? They have mastered how to speak with a clear mind and with purpose. And they know exactly how to be transparent in a professional, effective manner, which makes them relatable. In a world of fast and slick talkers, authentic and personable storytellers rise to the top. This is how you become an impactful influencer in our profession, building up your brand, telling your story, and connecting. Why? Because people buy from people they know, like, and trust. Word salad, if I've ever seen one. This doesn't say anything.
Yeah, and the other thing too, and I'm saying brief sort of overview stuff so that as we're going along, you can also notice the sort of brief overview stuff. But nowhere on this page, by the way, is there a bio or anything about Lisa Nichols. So if you had somebody who was headlining your event, if you hired, I don't know, Jenna Kutcher or something for your marketing conference, wouldn't you have a picture in a bio about Jenna Kutcher? But there's nothing about her. It mentions her name several times on the website, but it doesn't give any kind of context as to who this person is besides the fact that she's a renowned public speaker. Exactly. So just notice that as we're going along. But yeah, this is word salad for sure.
Word salad. And there's a whole read more section. Do we want to read this whole thing? We might as well. Let's go for it.
Sounds good.
It doesn't say anything though. And in the same vein, they take action when they feel compelled, not by flashy words or societal posturing. Posturing. Did I say it wrong?
No. That's a great thing, right?
He says, posture is the belief in what you have, regardless of external acceptance or approval.
Yeah. Anyway, it's a little nugget, a little Reagan nugget. Sorry, yeah, societal posturing.
Isn't that funny? Posturing. High-producing leaders and top influencers understand the power of communication, how to move people in a particular direction with confidence, how to paint the vision that everyone wants to join, how to influence the masses. It's all done through impactful storytelling. Again, this isn't really saying anything. And it's so interesting how these MLM course websites, they're always structured in one-liners that aren't actually telling us anything. There's always these weird dots. There's always weird capitalizations. There's always weird bolding. And it doesn't really add anything to the content. Just have a professional website.
Well, and if you look at, sales pages, they're all kind of formatted like this, where there's these blocks of text that are all formatted slightly differently. Some are paragraphs, some are bullets, whatever. Okay. And then periodically there's a buy now button for whatever the thing is. We got some tea about Lisa in the chat from people. Yeah. So I love this from Lisa. Make sure to talk about your past trauma. She's big on that.
Interesting.
Emery, she's a good public speaker, but that's about it. And what annoyed me the most about her was in the Women's Summit event, she spent so much time plugging her own next event. Yeah, that always bugs me too. It's like, if you're being paid to be at an event, like, why are you? It's one thing to mention that you've written a book, and it's another thing to spend time like selling it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and definitely their definition of influencer is different than ours. Exactly.
Because she does have a really big following. Maybe that's their definition. It doesn't matter if they're all organic, like real followers. It doesn't matter if they engage. She has 500,000 people. Maybe that's all they care about, right?
Yeah, well, and to me, like, there's like a public figure, right, who's like just known for something. You're an author, you're an athlete, you're whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Then there's like an influencer, and to me, an influencer makes the primary amount of their money through, building their audience and talking about products and services that their audience would care about and getting money for that. And then there's content creators, who get paid off of their content. So like I post content about cooking and my videos get a certain amount of views and I'm making money off of those views. And there's some overlap in some of those, but I feel like, they're definitely using the term influencer completely different. We got some more folks joining.
Tina, hey.
Yeah.
Hi, Elaine.
And Elaine and DC. And Tanya.
Hi, Tanya.
Yeah. And this is the nature of self-help. Free course, but you have to pay for the book, and then you need to pay for the next course, and so on and so on. Yeah. And you're never going to find the course that teaches you everything.
You're never done. You always have to buy the next course. I think Danielle Ryan has said this. These courses are constructed in a way that you are dependent on the coach. You're dependent on your mentor. You can't just move on and be a good, strong business owner. You always need that support. And Julie Anderson has said that too before about coaches. She said that as well. I think that's a great point. We have some more friends. Hi, Mr. Ranger Lab, Unfiltered Truth, Susie Q. Hello. Aww. Susie just popped over from DC.
Thanks, nice. DC. I know we saw DC was streaming and we were like, oh crap, we're missing her stream.
I'm just putting Nicole in the chat again. If you're on my channel, you can go subscribe to Nicole, please.
Yeah, and go subscribe to Heather. She is right on that 600 threshold. Like, let's get her.
It went away.
She had 600 like earlier today.
I had 600.
Let's get her solidly over 600, guys. If we can. So, all right, I'll let you keep going. I love the Heather story hour. Thanks for reading.
The Heather's. Oh, am I doing okay? I always try to be slowly.
No, I'm really bad at reading out loud, so I appreciate you volunteering to take us through this journey here.
Doing this on YouTube has actually helped me reading out loud. I've actually improved my reading. Okay, so we stopped here. Okay. If you want to be one of those powerful movers and shakers of the world, keep reading. You do not want to miss the unique opportunity we carefully crafted for you and end up with FOMO. Here's the problem that most network marketers face. Most storytellers are afraid of transparency because they don't know where it will take them and they aren't commanding. What? Because they don't know how their audience will respond. They don't have the skill set to harness their true voice, but don't know how to engage truly engage the people they're speaking to from stage, in a group, or one-on-one. Sound familiar? That's okay. We are here to fix that. What sounds familiar? You actually didn't say anything here. So are we not?
Well,
we're not telling our story with transparency. Is that it?
Yeah, they're talking about transparency and they're talking about the true voice. So I think this is the whole like monetize your trauma thing. And Red Wing has a great, this brings it in. If this were a boot camp, participants would be drilled for hours and hours and hours on the actual steps of telling a sob story until they could do it in their sleep. Great. They wouldn't just listen to sob stories.
Great point.
So it sounds like, and I think this was my problem with a lot of these people is like, let's teach you in a way to talk to your audience that you connect to them. But really it's like, let's teach you a way to talk to your audience that you can make them feel a certain way about what you're saying and manipulate them into doing something. And it's a fine line between authenticity and trauma dumping. But
and in the non-MLM context, say you're an influencer with 50,000 followers on Instagram and you get good brand deals because you have good engagement, right? And your people support you. You are not pulling them into a system that they're going to fail at. They're just supporting you by like purchasing through their affiliate links when they can afford it. They're just supporting you by watching your reels. They're not being put into financial ruin. So you as the Instagram influencer can make a living. But in this case, we're being authentic, we're being transparent. So people will join our network marketing downline.
Yeah, because that's how you make your money, is off recruiting. And like, if I'm an influencer and that's how I make my money full time, obviously I want you to like buy the new water bottle that I'm talking about. But at the same time, I'm not in, my paycheck isn't necessarily determined just on you buying that water bottle. I have other things that I'm selling. And ideally I've been paid to create content too. That's the idea with the brand deal, is a brand approaches me and says, hey, you know, we want you to produce some content for us. We'll pay you this amount of money for this many posts. And so you're making money not just off affiliating products, but you're also making money off your time in creating the marketing materials. And you're not paid in your time creating marketing materials or telling stories or going live when you're in an MLM.
Yeah,
you're not getting paid for that time. Like you are if you're a marketing person. Like if I'm creating content for my clients, like I'm getting paid to do that.
Yeah.
So I just hate like how these companies take advantage of people's free labor.
Yes. And not even free labor. They pay these companies for the privilege of volunteering.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait, there's emotional manipulation. We got some comments. She wasn't as bad as the lady who uses her 9/11 experience as the crutch for her self-help.
Oh,
That's apparently about shoving people aside to escape. That story was the worst.
Oh my goodness.
I did not hear this story, and I'm sharing trauma to manipulate people to buy stuff makes me so sad. Not everyone should hear about your trauma, and not everyone can handle other people's trauma without adverse effects. Yes. Exactly.
Yes. You should share trauma when or if you're ready and if you feel safe. Mm-hmm. And in my opinion, like the first times one should do that should either be with a therapist or with a loved one that you trust. Mm-hmm. Not on Zoom in front of 100 people, in my opinion. Not unless you're ready. Not unless you're at that place where you feel confident sharing and you actually want to.
Yeah, and like Rachel said, like some people might not be ready to hear that. So like, I don't know, some trigger warnings or some protective language or like there's ways to do it that allow you to tell your story while minimizing harm to the people who are hearing your story.
Exactly. And Lisa said all the stories at that conference were awful.
Oh my God, I can't imagine. Emery, I would love to I would love Kaya to talk to that. I would love to watch that.
I've never watched Kaya's channel before, but I've heard great things.
Yeah. Sorry, I like
I don't know how to do it.
She's good. I watched like when she covered the Hollises a lot because I'm lightly fascinated with Rachel Hollis, but
are you? Nice.
Lightly.
You could do a video. Have you done a video on Rachel?
I've done a couple on Rachel Hollis. They're some of my best performing videos.
Nice.
She did a whole like how she creates content that was the most unhelpful 14 minutes I've ever spent. Well, not quite the most unhelpful, but up there.
That's funny. Okay, I'm going to read our next. Is it okay that like maybe we read like one screen?
Yeah. No, I think that's good. I think it's a good amount.
Yeah. Okay. Which is exactly why Lisa is going to cover specific issues that network marketers face when they speak and what to do about them. This will help you become more impactful. And feel free to stop me earlier if you have.
No. Keep going.
So you can continue to build your network marketing business the right way instead of doing it on your own. That's an interesting one. How do you reach through the camera, reach through video, reach through the conference room, and connect with someone? That's only possible when you know how to command their attention and keep them hanging on your every word. Step into your power by honing your skills in the right setting. This is how you level up your speaking skills and your presence as a leader in this network marketing profession of ours. So what's interesting to me, I thought we were our own business owners. Why can't we build our business in the way that we want to do it? Why is it either the right way or on our own? We should be able to have the autonomy to build it the way we want to build it.
Yeah, and there's no one right way, because the thing is, like, I could go about the exact same process I did to build my business now, and it could not work at all.
Right.
Like a lot of it's timing, it's who you know. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it, and that's why there's not like one solution that works for everybody. As much as I wish there was. But I just thought I would look really quick because it says Lisa's going to cover specific issues network marketers face. And so I just asked the Google if Lisa Nichols is in a network marketing company. And she isn't. So I'm like, how does she know if she's not in network marketing?
Interesting. And it's interesting how, yeah, there's only one right way to grow your business. But if I'm given specific steps and you're given specific steps and we both do them, we have different personalities. We have different knowledge base, different backgrounds. We're going to deliver those steps differently, and we're going to have different results because we're different.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So Emery said, I'm guessing they're just going to teach people how to wield their trauma to emotionally manipulate people. Mm-hmm. Probably. Yep.
Yeah, beauty schools dropout. This is just a how-to for manipulating.
And I love your picture. It's so nice.
And me too. I was thinking that. I was like, that's what I would look like if I dropped out of beauty school. So, and yeah, Charlie, they all contradict each other. That's the thing too with this advice. Like if you go to this multi-day conference, which we'll get into like as we go down the page, this is a multiple day thing. I'm sure you're going to listen to speakers and they're going to tell you different things.
Yep.
And if you read through all your notes, you're not necessarily going to have a cohesive like plan. Everyone just has their own little 1 hour rah-rah speech with 2 or 3 tips mixed in, and the tips contradict each other. I've definitely seen it.
Exactly. And Megan said something nice. Yeah, she's going to
watch your videos on Rachel. I find your tips really helpful. My degree's in English writing for new media. So much has changed and is constantly changing. It really is. Like, and that's the thing too, is like my approach has changed. I mean, if you go watch, my channel is like 10 years old or like 12 years old or something. I mean, I have some older content on there. And it's funny, like one of my most popular videos I recorded 7 years ago, and it keeps getting downvotes, and people are like, this isn't current. And I'm like, look at the upload. It was 7 years ago. It was great 7 years ago. But yeah, stuff changes all the time. And yeah, Rachel's her video about how she does her content is really funny. So.
Is it funny?
I mean, it's just like, she's like, I think of ideas and I write them down and then I record them and then I put it in a Google Calendar. It's like, how would anyone like be able to like,
you don't need a video on process. Did you see Danielle Ryan's video for how she plans her content? There was actually detail, and she's like, this is where I track things. This is my spreadsheet. This is my schedule. Yeah. This is how I plan my weeks and my months. And she actually gave tangible tips. She didn't just say I write them down.
Yeah, exactly. And like I've gone through like, okay, I have some videos about how to DIY social media content. And it's like, okay, like this is how to start off. You know, all right, let's think of some fake businesses and like let's do some fake content for them.
And it's actual tangible tips.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, how else are you supposed to train someone how to do something?
Right?
Oh, right. We're supposed to give them word salad in a rah-rah speech, right?
Like this. Okay, are we ready for the next screen? Which is why we're thrilled to announce our Influencer Bootcamp. In short, it's your path forward to rapidly growing your organization, telling your story in a new, exciting, and powerful way, and learning the mindset, tactics, and methods Lisa and her team use to create lasting connections with anyone they speak to. That is how you build yourself up and create more wealth, freedom, and enjoyment from your position as a leader in network marketing. So why is this so important? Because your job as a leader is to inspire those around you, to get people excited and even more productive. No, your job as a leader is to make sure that your downline is duplicating your behavior, because if only you're recruiting, you're not going to make much money. You need your recruits to also recruit. So you need to duplicate your recruiting behavior. That's your job. It's not inspiring. Sorry.
I know. Well, and it's also like you just see these people and they spend so much time like I don't know if you've seen, I'm trying to remember what her name is. She's in Monet. She's one of the Monet people. And she talks about spending 70% of her posts talking about lifestyle. And the thing is, it's like, okay, like, so if I have a couple of people who work for me and I spend 70% of my time trying to inspire them, I don't think that would be particularly helpful. I think like me, like helping project manage or giving them feedback or like,
Yep.
or like, you know, prioritizing tasks or, you know, I think that would be better spent as my time. But like you being inspirational, I don't know if that's particularly helpful to making money or to your downline, you know, to your downline learning how to do stuff better.
Oh, I meant to mute myself, not turn the camera off.
It happens. The buttons are close to each other.
Sorry about that.
My marketing plan is a stop motion beta fish. I love it. Tell your story in a new, exciting way. In other words, exaggerate. Yeah, and oh, her name's Christy Stone. That's what it is. Oh. And she was talking about, she's married to Jason Stone, who is a millionaire mentor. Those two are fun. By the way, he's in Monet, but he's bald. So that's a little fun tidbit. But they're a married couple. And she says, oh yeah, sometimes we like get dressed up or we go do something just to take pictures. And I was watching their video. They're like, yeah, we get dressed up and we act like we're going out and then we don't. And I was like, can you imagine just living your life so that like your whole life is just this photo op? So you're constantly like dragging yourself places you don't want to go and, you know, presenting yourself and then taking a picture just so you can post it to Instagram. Like,
so
it sounds awful.
Yeah. Whereas like spending quality time with your spouse, right? Or with your friends, without having the ulterior motive of having a nice Instagram picture. So people are jealous of your lifestyle and they want the amount of wealth and freedom and enjoyment that you got from your time freedom in network marketing. In reality, tiny little portion of people at the very top actually have real time freedom. The others don't.
I know. And I've just gotten to telling people like, listen, like if you want to keep going with your network marketing company, fine. I want you to start a side business doing a service-based local thing. Mowing lawns, babysitting, walking dogs, graphic design, whatever. Do both of those things for like a month and see which one you get more traction on. And then let the money decide for you.
When I was out of school, I had a very part-time babysitting job where I think I made like $12,000 in a year. And even at that time, it was like way below the poverty line. But I made way more money than the vast majority of people in network marketing make. And I worked like 15 hours a week.
Yeah.
10 hours a week.
Yeah, exactly. And like, that's what I say is like, listen, like, okay, you don't want to quit right away, fine. But like, give this other thing a shot. I think you'll have a lot easier time selling it because I have friends who think they would be bad at business because they were in network marketing and they're like, oh, I'm not really good at sales. Aww. And I'm like, well, you tried to sell a product that literally hundreds of thousands of other people are selling it, whose price and production you have no control over. So like, why not try? And you know what? Like a lot of them were like, did it. And now they're like thriving small business owners.
Oh, good.
You know? So just because you didn't succeed in network marketing doesn't mean you're bad at business. It's just hard when someone hands you doing business in these kind of parameters just is kind of impossible.
Mm-hmm. DC says that she's here lurking, just finishing my soup. Enjoy your soup.
Yes.
I hope it's good. And Pokemon Fan Things is here. Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, just find rich people and do stuff for them they don't want to do. Even like, there's some things that you like doing that other people don't like doing. I love mowing the lawn. I love it. I'm not good at it, so I wouldn't charge people money for it because I don't do the straight lines. But like, there's plenty of people who would gladly pay for someone to mow their lawn. And I'd be like, cool, I get to hang out outside for an hour and listen to music. Like, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, Emery, I'm serious. Most of my clients are loaded. Hey, that's awesome. I don't necessarily have loaded clients, but a lot of these people are just like, they do the math and they see like, oh, I can free up an hour of my time. I'd rather just pay for someone to do it.
Yeah.
So.
And Aria's here. Hi, Aria.
Hi, Aria.
Nice to see you again. And Pokemon Fan Things will see us in the future. So are you good to do the next screen?
Yeah, let's do it.
Awesome. So you can accomplish even more together. Now, for those of you already running towards your goals and your dream life by investing in yourself every chance you get, you know that working one-on-one with someone who has the answers you're looking for is the key to your shortcut to success. This is where you get deep dives with Lisa and her skill-honing seasoned team of coaches. Hands-on time, deeper, smaller groups, the intensive. Like core refinement to find the diamond in the rough. Okay, I have something to say after. You will come out of this fully aware of what it will take to become the most impactful storyteller you can be. This is the key to unlocking your future success. So in my employment, I have to do extremely professional, technically sound writing.
So is this driving you crazy right now?
I wanted to scream. And if you guys are some of my friends here have watched me do videos like this where I rant over inconsistent use of Oxford commas, use it or don't use it, don't switch, just pick one style. And these kinds of mini sentences drive me bonkers.
It's like a really terrible haiku or something.
Yes.
And for me, the sentence underneath is driving me crazy. Like coal refinement to find the diamond in the rough. Okay. Carbon underground under extreme pressure and heat becomes a diamond. Coal is not, it's just scientifically correct.
Oh, and you're not working one-on-one with someone here. You're not. You're working in a big group.
Right. And how is Lisa Lisa has a seasoned team of coaches. So you're not even working with Lisa. Who are you working with?
We don't know. We're not going to learn that in this video, in this site. We don't learn anything. We don't know who we're actually learning from. Charlie remembers. I ranted about it. I got so upset. And then a viewer was like, I hate Oxford commas. And I was like, I love them. Okay. I love them. And we had this whole thing.
Ooh, it's getting heated in the comments about the Oxford commas.
Yeah. Mr. Ranger Lab, I love them too. I love Oxford commas too.
Yeah.
All right. Are you good with this screen?
Yep. Keep on. Good. Yeah. No, you don't. You just keep on. We got this. You just keep going.
Oh, this makes me so frustrated. Charlie's pro Oxford comma. Aria is pro Oxford comma. Because you have a problem right now that you aren't currently that you aren't currently an unforgettable and highly engaging storyteller. Unless you take care of this problem, you'll never break free from running in circles. I feel like I'm running in circles with this writing.
Oh yeah, no, and that's the thing. If you look at any sales page, the content feels like that. It feels like running in circles. And the idea is that you're throwing out quotes from past participants and you're putting these word salad things together and you're doing bullet points of all the features they're going to get. And you're doing these things throughout the page. And one of those things is going to hook them in. And what I always wonder is do they keep track of which enroll or buy button people click? And I don't know if they actually do. Ms. Frizzle is here. Aria has found her people. I'm guessing she's they're pro Oxford comma. I love the community around the Oxford comma that's nice? Building here.
It's so nice. So I just have little peanut butter Ritz Bits crackers here. So if I am delayed with my talking again, it's because I'm chewing.
That's fine. And if you want to eat, I can try a section too. If you want to take a break.
Okay, I'm good. Cool. I'm just nibbling between screens, if that's okay. And I'm just muting myself. So here's Lisa again. Influencer Bootcamp, September 13th to 16th in Las Vegas, Nevada. Okay. I've never been. I've been to 2 places in the United States. I hear it's lovely and fun and hot because it's the desert.
Yeah. And so we've had 2 enroll buttons so far, and here's the 3rd one.
Yeah.
We had one on the top. We had one just now. And so we're going to start seeing these enroll now buttons more and more.
Yeah. And thank you, Aria. I will enjoy my snack. I also have bits and bites in my bowl as well. It's kind of a preemptive snack because I always get hangry when I'm streaming. So I just have it just in case. All right. So who are you? Who are you, Nicole? You've built a successful business and led with style.
Thanks.
Now it's time. Now it's time to connect your intellect with your story to become unforgettable every single time you speak. It's time to communicate like a master. Ready to join us? Click below to begin. Wow. And most of
Huh?
these people have not built a successful business. It's 25 degrees Celsius in this office right now.
Oh, I hope you have an air conditioner or something.
No, I have a fan, but it's not really doing anything.
So Emery says that they think that she was plugging this event that we're looking at the website here of at the last event that they were looking at. And our local county passed an ordinance requiring the use of Oxford commas when writing county regulations. Thanks to Heather, I actually knew what they were talking about and why it matters. Look at you, Heather. You're an influencer about the Oxford comma.
Yes, I totally am. Emery's guessing the price. So when I've done these, I've asked people to guess the price. So friends, you know, it's a 4-day event, right, Nicole?
Yeah, it's a 4-day event. And remember, everything with MLM costs more. So
yeah, and it's USD, obviously. So put your guesses in if you'd like.
Yes, absolutely. On my channel too. I'd love to see.
Yeah, do it. Okay. I'm going to do the next screen. Does any of this sound familiar? You are a successful, high-performing network marketer who wants to really connect with people more so you can grow your organization even faster, increase your income, and get more people to listen to you. Then take the actions you want. Yes, I read that correctly. You're an effective storyteller, but you know that without cultivating a new skill set and personal permission, you'll never be unforgettable. You know that the more you show of yourself, the stronger communicator you'll be, but you're unsure how to do that. What is this, Nicole? Do you know what that is? What is a new personal permission?
I guess your permission to be authentically yourself.
Okay. I did not understand.
I'm kind of reaching here, but yeah.
Okay.
It's unclear. I like how the bullets are like the little bird logo. That's the Marketing Pro logo.
Is it?
Instead of the little dots, it's like little bird bullets in front of each of those things.
And what's your opinion on how they're marketing their event so far? What do you think?
I don't know. It just sounds really vague. It's about telling a story. I don't understand how me telling a story is going to translate into money. So I guess if I want the sales page to get any better, and I'm not going to foreshadow anything, but I would need testimonials about how people went to this event and increased their money. I would need maybe an agenda with some speakers on it that aren't just, Lisa's going to help me and her team of coaches, but what do my 3 or 4 days in Las Vegas look like? I need, especially if I'm going to spend money on this thing, right? And yeah, so I need a little bit more telling the story. I need that connected with how that's going to make me money. A little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, we got some I hate the bolder words.
Bolder words, yeah.
Yeah, they're and they're all caps too, which the rest of the writing isn't in all caps, which is it's yelling at you every time you see one.
Oh, and we had some guesses. Calcium, a little ways up, said anything ending in 7. Hi, Calcium. Thank you for being here. Tanya, 2K. Mr. Ranger Lab, 2,497. 500, 300. Julie M says, I bet it will be discounted. Remember, it's 4 days network marketing. A conference connected to Eric Worre. Yep, that's all I'm going to say.
Yep.
Okay. You're a leader who wants to speak with a clear mind, masterfully telling your story and getting people to pay attention. In MLM, you're not selling, you're sharing. You're sharing your story about how the products and the opportunity has impacted your life, and then people will join you because they want that result as well. So you're a storyteller. Mm-hmm. Anyway, sorry. Okay. So why do you need to up-level your communication skills? Well, because every facet of your life will improve. You'll get people to care more, to pay more attention, to work harder for you, to join your organization. That in turn will help you make more money and have way less stress so you don't end up stuck in your career. We know what it means to work hard, to grind, to hustle, but feel like you have done so much to get where you are. Now it's time to let yourself be helped. What are we learning, friend? We've been on for 40 minutes and we haven't actually learned what we're learning. Yeah.
Yeah, we got another guess of $49.99, and oh my god, this is still going.
It's still going.
It's still going. Yeah, and as you see on the scroll bar, we're about a little before halfway, but
yeah, I don't have anything to say about this one.
No, me either. It just, yeah, it seems manipulative to say like, oh, if you communicate better, people will work harder for you. Like,
that's a great point.
I don't know, why not communicate better to just like, I don't know, make the other person understand you, so you understand each other. Like, why does there have to be, I don't know.
Or just because that's like your personal goal, you want to be more outgoing and have more friends, right? Like that's a good reason.
Yeah.
Right? Is it a communications class, charisma class? Megan asked. Great question, Megan. We don't know. We haven't learned it yet. We have no idea.
The immortal words of Jessica Higdon. How? Oh yeah, now try to put a sentence together with the bolded words. Maybe this is like a breadcrumb thing. Maybe there's like some weird like thing if we take all the letters and we mix them up, it'll like spell some secret message that we're all supposed to know.
Funny. I like that. You don't have to do it all yourself. We're here to support you, to teach, to help you grow and build the business you want to support the life you deserve. By showing you how to create a business that thrives without you working on it 12 plus hours a day. We can help you with the duplication and retention so you don't have to worry about your business collapsing. If any of the above sounds good to you, you're exactly where you need to be at exactly the right time. Your business and MLM can collapse immediately. It doesn't matter how amazing your social media is. It doesn't matter if you go to this training. Certain people quitting, you can drop rank, and it doesn't matter your communication skills. It doesn't matter.
Or like it can do a pure romance thing and change their entire monetization structure without consulting you at all.
Yeah, or they can close and then you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all out of your control, completely out of your control. And they say you can build your business without working 12 hours a day. But then when you're in it and you're like, oh, I'm just going to work 2 hours a day, they'll be like, well, that's why you're not making any money, because you're not committed. You're not committed to it. It's like, but you recruited me with the promise that I could work a couple of hours a day.
Yeah.
Bait and switch. Okay, another picture.
Yeah, I think it's because to be a manipulative enough upline to keep people, you have to break them down and build them up, Emery says, or the company can just close, right? Yeah, I think when you get to a certain level in this, you understand what's going on, and if you feel okay about it, that's when I feel not okay about you, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Because I feel like the people at the bottom and the middle, they might not know, and then once you're near the top, you have to know. You know that 99% of your downline is losing money. You know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So here's a picture of Lisa. She looks beautiful again.
Like I said, the only thing design-wise that works on this entire website is the very high quality pictures of this pretty woman that they're using.
Yeah. And I love her suit. She looks great.
Me too. I want a pink suit.
Yeah, she looks fantastic. Okay, nice shoes.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Are we getting bored of reading this whole thing? Do we want
No, it's I don't know. I think let's keep going. Yeah.
Okay, let me know if we're bored and then we can skip. Doggy. Speaking and telling stories that resonate requires a level of personal development that most will never touch. You have to know what you want to say. You have to speak as a leader. You have to excite the person you're talking to. You have to captivate the people in the room you're in. That is what storytelling is all about. The most impactful leaders have the innate ability to speak with authority. A big misconception is that you either have this ability or you don't, because few have learned how to teach it. The truth is, you can learn how to communicate like a masterful orator and showcase your talent. No, not everyone can be a brilliant public speaker.
Or
Not
you know
everyone
what?
has
Like,
the ability to do that.
you want to be a good speaker? Join Toastmasters. Do you guys have that? You guys, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure how.
I don't.
Yeah, it's like, I think it's so. There's different local, like some regions or local have chapters. My town has a chapter. I think it's like $100 a year or something, and you basically, it's like a weekly thing, and they give you prompts, and so it's like, okay, you're gonna stand up today and you're gonna give a 2-minute speech about thumbtacks or something. They give you like, and you practice speaking and different kinds of speaking and stuff. So
that's cool.
I remember somebody in my local Rotary Club, I went to speak at it, and they were like, you'd be a lot better at public speaking if you joined Toastmasters. So that's how I learned about it.
Yeah, Megan said, I learned about those in university as well as marketing, English, speech. Or you know what? If you want to be a better public speaker, start a YouTube channel, because I'm still super awkward. But if you compare my streams now to like my first couple videos, I am 1,000 times more confident.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's more pressure because you don't actually see the people you're talking to. You see names, but you don't see the faces.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, they keep talking about how this conference is going to help you be a better speaker, but like you said, to get better at doing anything, the best way to do it is to practice, you know. And I just fail to see the connection between, if you're going to be a master orator, like like you're not getting paid to public speak. So how is this directly helping you and your network marketing company?
It's not.
I like how Arya says this is fascinating in a weird way.
I wasn't sure if it was super boring to read every word, so I'm glad.
Megan, I guess we won't be teaching them about fallacies. Yeah.
Right. Okay. It's always weird to go to the next sentence because it's like, it's like a fragment of a sentence. It's not actually a sentence. While mastering the ability to move your ego or your fear out of the way for a more impactful message every time you speak. By the end of Influencer Bootcamp, expect to achieve a level of confidence that allows you to speak from your core with clarity and a clear mind so you connect. Stand out on any stage or platform, no matter how long or short your appearance is, or simply keep a room of people engaged. Know how to access what sits at the core of who you are. You don't need to share everything with your audience, but you'll have access to do so if you choose, so your story becomes powerful. It's only 4 days. How are we going from like not being able to speak to being a master or orator or whatever? That's a really big quick fix, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just practice. Do Toastmasters. Join a debate club. Just practice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Emery says, I don't need to be good at public speaking. Yeah, not everyone needs to. Exactly. Be able to spot and eliminate the protective gear communication syndrome when it unconsciously arises, so you don't freeze up when you're speaking. Instead, keeping people engaged like never before. This is the best way to become an influencer and build your brand up to new heights. Your brand, your future ability to speak the way you want to, sets you up for long-term success, providing you with financial security and stability in your business. Sound like exactly what you need to level up your communication skills? Good, because it is. Like what you said as well, you're not an influencer unless you make the bulk of your income from your platform. People in MLMs are not influencers because they're not getting paid to create that content. They're getting paid to recruit.
Right. And DC is a good tip too. You can record yourself and listen back to as a starting point if you don't want to post it to YouTube. Exactly. You could just record a video and do that. I want to bring up something here, which is like, first of all, protective gear communication syndrome.
What is that?
Well, okay. So I think it could be one of two things. I'm not confident about this, by the way. So I took a public speaking class in college, and like one of the things to talk about is podium grip. And there's certain things that you do non-verbally that sort of like protect, so you might grab onto the podium. You might be like really stiff. You might look, So I'm wondering if like protective gear is like protecting yourself as you're speaking, or if it's that when you're bringing someone the opportunity and they shut you down right away. They're like, oh, I don't buy from MLMs, or yeah, I'm not good at sales, or I already have a job. By the way, that doesn't work. I try it on them and I'm like, I already have a business. And they're like, well, you can have another business. I'm like, I have 2 businesses, and they think I'm just making it up. But I have 2 co-working spaces and I have a marketing company. Like I got stuff to do. You know what I mean? I don't need that.
Yeah.
But the other thing I want to bring up here is that, like, okay, if you were going to be an influencer, what are the skills you think you would actually need to be a good influencer? Negotiation, right? Because you're talking about brand deals, right? And you need to be able to talk to brands. How do you figure out your pricing? How do you build your social media audience? Like public speaking, like if you think about any influencer that, I don't know, picture an influencer that you know, and think about what percentage of their time they spend public speaking. Yeah. It's maybe a portion of time. I guess if you talk about like, you know, going live or something, but if you think about the stuff that they need help with, it's more than just public speaking. It's like these other parts. If you were going to be a real influencer, that's what you would need.
Yeah.
So, like, the definition of influencer, they're not going to talk about anything like that. They're going to reteach them how to tell a good stuff story. Exactly. Protective gear is the sports gear you wear on the stage in case they start throwing things at you. I like that one better. But like I said, the only 2 sort of protective gear communication syndrome, I'm like, okay, is the protective gear like something I'm putting on to protect myself, or is the protective gear something that other people put on to protect themselves from my bullshit?
Yeah.
Selling my network marketing company.
Because when I read that, I had no idea. I didn't even know how to think through
that.
that.
I mean, like I said, I was just trying to figure it out, but
I love that you had a good explanation or potential explanation. I had no idea. I was like, I hope Nicole knows what to say to that.
I don't know.
So next screen. Look, we're making progress.
Oh wait, DC has a good one here. Okay. Why have the words in bolded? The chosen words don't exactly make sense. So our theory is that this is a riddle, and so the words bolded, we should, you know, write out and rearrange the letters, and they have a secret message. That is the only thing I can think of.
Love that. Okay, we're going to learn at this boot camp.
Good.
A 4-day in-person interactive experiential mastermind where you'll experience more doing than just discussing what to do. No, how can you if you're in...
But the doing is in quotes, like more doing, like allegedly.
But look at the people. Like there's a lot of people, even in just this screen
shot.
Here.
Yeah.
And so like you're not going to do anything because there's so many people.
There's 9 participants just in this shot.
Yes.
There's 9 people.
Yes. You're not going to be sitting beside Lisa getting like direct instructions from her. And then there's someone crying. Do you see the woman in the stripes crying? Why is she crying?
Well, and she's holding the other woman's hands, and the other woman's looking down. Yeah, so why are we crying in a business conference, guys?
We can see her better.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah, you can actually see her. She's like looking down, and Lisa's holding her hands.
I've been to several business conferences. I have not cried at any one of them. Just
right?
FYI.
And then when I go to like work conferences, I get paid to do it. Like I get my salary, my wage. I get like my flight, my whatever, my Uber, my hotel. Then I get extra money. Even if I don't actually spend that money, I will get it. Like I get to keep it. I think there's like a per diem per day on top of food. It was like $30 a day or something, and you get to keep that. So like that's at awesome. The end of the time, like you could have extra money from it. Anyway, coaching, a live personal setting where you can get coached directly by Lisa and learn, be seen, and get your questions answered in real time. Aria says, yikes, culty vibes. Yes. Yes, love that, Aria.
If you want to do emphasis on words, you can italicize. You can underline. You can use bold, but maybe not bold and caps. Like that seems really okay boomery of whoever's laying this out?
In my employment, we have very specific formatting. Like you only bold and you bold and cap the titles of each little subsection, and then you have to leave a space, and then you can start the content there. And then there's very like clear formatting rules, but it looks way better than this. Like it actually makes professional documents. This just looks like trash.
Well, and the fact you probably actually have branding guidelines. I'm really curious if they even have branding guidelines or if they just contacted a web designer. I've had people do this to me before and they're like, make me a website. And I've just like made shit up. I'm like, I pick fonts and colors and I just hope they freaking like it. And a lot of times they do, but yeah, I mean, if you're not working with any guidelines and they handed this to, I don't know, some poor college intern or something for them to build the site, like, yeah, it's not gonna look good.
And this is how it actually looks at 100%. That's how it actually looks, but I can't read it. So even like how it actually is supposed to look, it looks kind of bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you get to connect. Wow.
Why is she cupping her hands around that woman's face? Then, like, again, I've never had my face cupped at a business conference.
No.
Not yet.
No. Lori, you did not miss anything crucial. You're good. Don't worry. Connecting. Connect with other high caliber network marketers on the same journey you are. Like you, they're hungry for this next level of success they know awaits them. I did a recent video and someone in MLM told me that, or who was in MLM said, like, when I was in, we were told not to talk to other people in other companies because we're like very territorial and think that our company is the best company, and like networking in network marketing is not really a thing according to that viewer. And in a normal business setting, it's good to network because you could find good connections for your business that would actually benefit you down the line. But if I'm in Amway and I'm networking with someone in Beachbody, how is that going to help me? Right?
Yeah, and it's helpful to even network with people who could be your quote unquote competition, because you might like collaborate on a big project together, or like you might be swamped and like, oh good, I know someone else who's good who I can send the work to. Like in normal business, most people understand that networking and collaboration with other people is actually a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. We're making really good progress. Enroll below and let the journey begin. A 4-day live mastermind experience with Lisa Nichols, September 13th to 16th, Las Vegas, Nevada. Are we ready?
It says get ready for this investment in yourself. Oh. And I want to point out they're using the word investment because what they're trying to signal here is you're going to drop some money, and it's going to be a lot of money because you're investing in yourself. So investments cost a lot, and you're investing in yourself. So just wanted to point out that language here to prepare you.
That's great. And we know in MLM, it's all about personal development, right? It's all about self-improvement. And so this is marketed as just an investment in your business. And you have to spend money to make money. In business, that is true. I'm sure you had to spend money to get your businesses off the ground. But you're not spending money in a system that's set up for you to lose money.
Yeah. And honestly, like there's ways to do things, like you're spending money on, like when I opened my co-working space, I had to buy desks, right?
Right.
And I can buy the cheaper desks, or I can buy the more expensive desks. So you usually have like choices that you can make as you're setting things up. Or maybe if I wanted to, maybe like I knew a co-working space that just like got a bunch of desks donated, and then they just painted them and put them in their space so that they all matched. And it was fine. It got them open and started. And then once they started making money, then they bought the professional desks. So there's more than one way to do everything. And spending, and I'm not going to say how much, but however much this is going to be, when you could be spending that on, I don't know, running some ads to your e-commerce site or buying something that you need for your business. Like this is icing on the cake.
Exactly.
This is not like food that'll sustain you. This is just like complete fluff that you don't need to be spending money on when you're starting your business.
Love that. Love your perspective, because you actually know how to start a business and you know that this bullshit would not help you.
Nope.
4-day in-person immersion. Step outside of your daily life and into this intimate, growth-focused environment of 360 transformation. Transformational training. Help you to access your soul's message through proven breakthrough sessions. Then we will facilitate you giving your soul the microphone to be heard, experienced, and honored. Is that how you spell honored?
No.
Is there an E? Because I know that's the American spelling.
There's right. I think the Canadian and British spelling has a U.
Yeah, but there's an E, right? There's an
E.
There
should be an E. Yeah, there's definitely. The fact that this is the first spelling error is kind of shocking to me, I'll be honest with you.
I love finding spelling errors in these. Stand and deliver. You will stand and deliver your unique story before you leave. Immediate application coaching. Over 20 breakout application sessions and over 14 hours of active application practice with speaker advocate coaches for you to immediately apply the techniques of speaking. Lori said, my soul says, do not pay money for this conference. And what does this mean? There's stuff about giving your soul the microphone. When you started your business, did you ever think about your soul?
I mean, no. I was also just doing some math because it talked about 14 hours. Okay, so 14 hours divided over 4 days is 3.5 hours per day. And all that they're promising is that you're going to stand up and deliver your unique story before you leave. So, and it's not saying how. It's not, you're not going to deliver it. It's not saying in front of everybody. And it's saying that this is an intimate event, but it's not committing to how many people are going to be here. So is intimate, if you say like, oh, I had an intimate wedding, and it's like, okay, let's pretend my sister's wedding had 1,000 people at it. And so my wedding with 300 people seems intimate compared to that. But like, what does that mean? Like, how many people are we talking?
We had 8 people at ours.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's intimate. You're right. You need to be specific. You should say.
Well, yeah, and they don't want to commit because they want to sell as many tickets as possible, right? And if they said we're only whatever, and then they said we're only accepting 200 people, and what if like 8 people sign up, right? And then they can't spin it like, oh, we didn't have enough people sign up. They're going to say like, oh, this is just very intimate, you know?
And why in MLM do we need to deliver our unique story, which usually means trauma, in order to find success? In the times I've done these videos, I've asked people like, okay, in your experience as a business owner, have you ever had to share trauma? Have you ever had to share trauma at work to find success? I also ask, have you ever had to do personal development, like personal development in this kind of thing, like setting your soul on fire and all that crap to find success in your business? And people say, no. What I did is I took night classes at the community college. I learned how to bookkeep. I learned how to make spreadsheets. That's how I found success.
Right. Or I like made sure to network with these people, and I decided to offer an introductory product at a lower price to get some experience. And then I asked the people who bought it, like how much they liked it. And then I used their feedback to make the product better. You know, like there's a lot of concrete things we can do besides giving our soul the microphone. But I just love how they're trying to sound specific here, but they're not actually giving us any specifics.
Exactly. Now, before you go, ask yourself this. And how come everything is capitalized instead of
now and before? It's capitalized, but not you and go.
Just pick it. If you're going to capitalize every freaking word, just do it. Just do it. Right? Okay. What would you say if you could recruit on demand so you don't have to worry about your organization's growth? How would you create your future as a highly successful network marketer if you could get more people to listen to you the way you want them to and take action? Drink break, pause. Sorry. How much better would your friends and family's lives be if your voice was more direct and piercing, so you can nourish the most important relationships in your life and still stay true to yourself? So now we need Eric Worre's company for us to have good relationships with our family.
Right? Yeah.
That's really weird.
I really think that it's weird when companies insert themselves into people's personal relationships, like in any way, whether they say like this company is like a family or whether like they say like, oh, are you having problems at home? Like, I don't know, like it's work. And even like if somebody at my, whatever has to, they're like, I have a doctor's appointment. And I always tell them like, you don't have to tell me where you're going. Just tell me like, hey, I'm going to be gone from 1 to 3 on Wednesday. And then I won't schedule anything that like I need you to be at meeting wise or something like that. You know what I mean? We have a couple of comments here. I bet they'll be divided into small groups for the intimate storing sharing.
Probably.
Megan likes the editing talk. Voices should be more piercing. I thought that was a bad thing. I know, Laura, you know what I pictured when it was directed piercing? I was picturing like an eagle, like, when they, the piercing shriek of an eagle. Maybe it's because it was just the 4th of July and I'm in America, but that's what I pictured. And I'm not sure if piercing is what, that's not the word to go for.
Let's not have
can recruit on demand. Ding, 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 Charlie.
Unless you are an actual influencer and you have like 200,000 people on your Instagram who aren't already in the MLM, then those people can recruit on demand. Like very few people can. Nice,
Emery, that's a red-tailed hawk call. Oh, really? Okay, so like the eagle sound effect is like, okay, interesting.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Okay. How would your team choose you differently, trust you more, and follow you more consistently if they were moved by your voice and intention every time you spoke and bought into your vision? Being a successful leaders capitalized, boils down to your ability to help the team to improve their storytelling techniques to recruit more. Every smart network marketer wants to lead their team in more impactful ways. So their team can increase their productivity. The only question is, will you take the steps necessary to make sure you're one of the leaders in 2023 and beyond? So this is supposed to be influencer training. We're not learning how to like construct a good post. We're not learning about like the Instagram algorithm. We're not learning about how to go through like brand deals. I think Emery said something like they have a different definition of influencer, but they're not actually telling us anything about running any kind of social media account at all. And that's what you need to do to be an influencer. At the essence of it, you're running an account, right? Yeah. Like Instagram or Facebook or whatever, right? You're running an account. So why aren't we being taught how to run our account?
I feel like we could influence it. We can make this influencer conference better than these people can.
Right? With my tiny ass channel, yeah, I think I probably could. And
your channel's bigger than mine, my friend.
And with your years of experience on YouTube and in your own businesses, yes, you could.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could. That's a great point. I'm so hot. It's 25.5 degrees.
Oh no. Okay, well let's finish the page so that we can get you out of the swelteringness here.
Okay, so I think we're getting there to the point where we're going to see the price. I think. So it is 4 days in Las Vegas, no food or hotel or airfare. Okay. It's one long ad for other training, Mr. Ranger Lab said. Yep. I guarantee that this works 100% of the time for 100% of the people who do 100% of the work. Not everyone is going to be good on social media. Not everyone has the personality to do that.
You can't say something's going to work 100% of the time either.
Yep.
Exactly. Like that's just like, like I said, I could take exactly what I did and try to replicate it, and it could not work very easily.
Exactly. Oh, I hate this. I love it, but I hate it.
Yeah, me too.
Here are the bonuses you get today when you make the smart decision to sign up for Influencer Bootcamp. Okay, friends. So here it is. So you get, I think didn't we read this already?
No, I mean, we read this when we were prepping, but
did we, I remember the doing in quotes.
Oh.
Did they repeat the content? They literally
Maybe it's repeated content, but
I'll read it quickly. How about I read it quickly?
Yeah.
A 4-day in-person interactive experiential mastermind in Las Vegas, where you'll experience more doing than discussing. A live in-person classroom where you get coached directly by Lisa, learn, be seen, and get your questions answered in real time. $15,000 value. A ticket to Impact plus 4 bonuses. That is a separate conference we learned while we were prepping.
Yep.
2-day interactive live event held by Lisa Nichols, designed to help you scale your profitable, thriving network marketing business. So we learned that it's 2 events. So we should say it's for 6-day event, for 2 events that are 6 days in total, right?
And it's funny that the 4-day one has a $15,000 value and the 2-day one has a $12,500-ish value.
Yeah.
So it seems like her 2-day event is more valuable, which is interesting.
Oh, interesting. Mr. Angel App said, drum roll, please.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're getting there.
Okay. We already read that. 2 jumpstart sessions, calls with speaker advocate coaches to help you hone your message and tell your story powerfully. $1,500 value. Okay. The total event value is under there. I'm going to leave it there to build the suspense.
Yes.
2 application labs, execution focused calls to help you achieve more than you ever thought possible. Oh, that doesn't mean anything. I want tactical action.
2 phone calls for $1,500. That's a $750 singular phone call. Oh.
Anyway, and then a private after party with Marina and Eric Worre themselves. They will open up their private home for an exclusive and one-of-a-kind after party. First off, they're celebrities in this industry. Why are you telling your fans where you live? You shouldn't be doing that.
Also, what is a one-of-a-kind after party mean? Like, how weird is that party going to be?
Right?
Is it going to be some weird sex thing or what? Like, the value's priceless.
Maybe they'll be clowns or Okay, ready, friends?
Yep.
So, just $997 today. Deposit of $997 plus 4 payments of $4,000. 1 payment every 30 days, or $15,000 paid in full today. So, $15,000 for technically 6 days because it's 2 separate events, right? Yeah. For 6 days of learning. And you and I were chatting before about how I was chatting with my mother about this. With her work, they hired social media consultant for a full year in Canada. It was 16,000 Canadian dollars. It was a full year of a whole ass social media strategy, templates, pre-written posts, and they ran multiple social media platforms for a whole year for pretty much the same price as the 6 days. Yeah. If we have this much money to spend, hire professionals who are actually social media professionals. That wasn't well said. Sorry.
No. And so I saw the $997 at first, and then we were looking at it together before we streamed, and I was like, wait, what? Like, so can you imagine having a $4,000 payment? It says 1 payment every 30 days. So at the beginning of next month, so it's August 1st, you got to come up with $4,000. And I was just, we were talking ahead of this, and, so normally I haven't actually flown to a conference before. I'm self-employed. I have 3 employees, and we've gone to conferences that are like within driving distance. So like Boston, New York City, Ottawa, so these are things within driving distance of New England. So we've done that before. And I figure that even if I spend, most of the conferences I go to are relatively inexpensive. They're less than $300 for the event ticket for a couple of days of tech conference. Plus you're getting the hotel and all that. But I'm figuring that's like $2,000 for me to actually go to an industry conference where I can actually maybe meet people that I'm going to work with and learn things that are going on within my industry. So I want to show some of the reactions to and the pricing.
Dinner. Bye, Aria.
And a couple of people.
Good Lord.
Holy crap, the fraudacity.
I love
this is
that.
horrendous. Yeah. Holy crap, $15,000 exactly. Cue me laughing hysterically. Okay, Aria's off to eat dinner. Yeah. So
Mr.
basically,
Ranger
that was our feeling getting to this price too.
Look at Mr. Ranger Lab's comment, Nicole.
Huh?
Look at Mr. Ranger Lab's comment.
Oh my god.
Because they said that anything ending in a 7. Do I get it?
Oh. I think you do. Sorry, my thing didn't.
It's
for some
so
reason,
funny.
it didn't scroll.
That's okay. I just thought it was funny.
I really hope the price drives a lot of people away. I don't know about you, but like coming up with $4,000 a month extra in my life for 4 months in a row. And again, like this is like Heather was saying, this is not hotel. This is not flying there. This is not your meals. This is just the conference.
So I just Googled, I don't live in Toronto, but I was like, okay, I'm Canadian, Toronto to Las Vegas, right? On WestJet, it was like $500.
Okay.
That's just the flight. $500 if you live in Toronto. That's already at $15,500. And then you need food. Then you need 4 or 5 nights in a hotel if you're going on a long flight, right?
Yep.
If you have kids, you need to have someone take care of your kids if you don't have a spouse. Or maybe your spouse needs support because they also work all the time. And now you're gone for 4 or 5 days, right?
Yep.
So you're paying for a babysitter. This could easily be like $20,000 for 6 days.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And if it's because I'm a little bit confused because it said it was like the 2-day event is included in this. So are we going to Las Vegas twice?
Well, and like we looked at when Impact was happening, and that already happened.
Yeah.
So if we buy this, we don't get the second event if we buy it now. So do we get a discount because we don't get that? What is it worth? It's worth 12. Well, the value is 12,000.
And it's September 13th to 16th. Yeah. So the other one already happened, and then this one's coming up. Yeah.
So yeah, and we went to go check out, and they're definitely still selling tickets to the event that had already passed.
So sketchy. So sketchy.
14,997 donuts and no donuts. I mean, we don't know that it doesn't say no donuts, so we don't know that for sure, to be fair. But I'm only 40 minutes late, but I'm glad I'm here, and I have set it to remind me when this live started, but it didn't remind me. Okay, thanks for coming, Trey. We appreciate it.
Okay, Trey. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it so much. Yeah, we're almost done this.
Yeah,
Do we want to?
But wait, there's more.
Do we want to look at the spouse thing?
Yeah, you can add your spouse or partner. So that's right. You can go through this trauma with the person that's closest to you.
I'm just double checking that there's nothing like private, because sometimes there's like private things that pop up when you click things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. So we're gonna check out. So we know that for an individual, it's $15,000, or $14,997. So your spouse or partner is discounted. So
share this tab instead.
There we go.
Okay, friends, are we ready? So Influencer Bootcamp, you have
that graphic.
individual and spouse partner bundle. So how much do we think? Do we want to guess? I love guessing. I know the chat's a little delayed, but friends, guess. Yeah. So 15,000 for one.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
If $15,000 for one person, how much for 2 people? Julie thinks this is money laundering. I mean, it's got to be, right? I love the so while people are guessing how much 2 people will cost, look at how ugly this graphic is. So we've got the blurry background, and clearly, like, I think that's Lisa, and then
Marina.
The other woman is Marina, like the Eric Worre's wife. Yep. They did the Impact one together. The event that's already gone by that we get free tickets for that we can't actually go to. And then look at that, like, that like fade in the boot camp. I mean, this looks like, I don't know. This looks super basic. When I went to the newspaper, I had to design ads for our banner ads for our website. This was 17 years ago, and I never used Photoshop before. So let's just say that what I designed 17 years ago, I've never used Photoshop. Looks.
I could probably do that, and I'm terrible with computers.
You could. I mean, like I said,
I could do that.
these people are trying to charge. I mean, if you're going to fleece people out of a bunch of money, spend a little bit of money on some graphic design. All right, we got some guesses coming in. Yorkshire Way, 25K, 22,000.
Let's see.
These are all like good guesses.
So, where is it?
Keep going.
A single payment of $22,500 or two payments of $11,750. And look at this, Nicole. You can pay in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, USD coin.
So I've heard of Bitcoin and Ethereum, and I'm curious about if we clicked on like how much is it in Bitcoin? Like, does it convert it for the day? I mean, the thing with these currencies is it's so they're so unstable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
These clouds have barely any engagement on their own social media. Exactly, I know, and they want to sell you how to do it. And look, in the QR code, it has the little bird logo thing again. Oh, look, single payment option with the animated arrow. Oh, it's like $19.95, and I've added an animated banner to the top of my GeoCities website. Wow.
What's Coinbase?
Oh, it's where you can keep your coin. So like when I had Bitcoin for a while, and I had like it in my Coinbase wallet. So you have a digital wallet to put your Bitcoin in. Yeah.
So I think that's all we had. I'm going to stop sharing, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Screen.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah, so that was really fun. What did you think about that? Do you think this would help you build your social media for your small business?
No. I also think that if all these people spent 15 grand on the ticket, I couldn't even sell them any marketing because they've already spent it all on this ticket.
And think about what you can do with 15K. Like we
can do a lot with 15K.
Just in life, like that's part of like a down payment on a house. That's like part of a brand new car. You could pay for part of your kid's university.
Yeah, I think I when I started my business, I used $10,000. My dad passed away, and I got $20,000 from his estate. So I used $10,000 to start my first business. And I can tell you exactly what I spent. I spent $1,000 on the computer. I bought my own projector and screen for a combined $1,000 so I could give presentations. Amazing. So I could go around selling. So like I had like a whole plan for how like I spent a certain amount building the website. I had a logo designed. So like I didn't spend all of it, and then I kept some of it in reserve for, as I ramped up the business, because there was one month the first year I made $250 the first. So that was like, you can't really live on that. So, like I said, I was able to do that. Again, this was 15 years ago. So, I mean, I get that money doesn't go as far these days, but still, I think there's a lot that you could do with that. If you had $10,000 or $15,000 lying around, you can talk to me, or you can talk to your local marketing firm and say, hey, I've got a budget. This is what I want to do. And let them pretend it's their money and tell you, like, this is how I would spend it. And if you like their plan, use it on that. Like, I think it'll get a lot further than going to this rah 4-day conference with a life coach that's going to trauma bond with you. And
I don't know if she's a life coach. She's a motivational speaker.
Oh, right. I know she seems life coachy, but yeah, true.
She might be one. Yeah. Oh, Trey said, you're one of my favorite anti-MLM channels. I watched a bunch of your videos after last night's live, and you have really good vids. I don't know if that's on my channel.
That's on your channel.
Aw, thank you, Trey. That's so nice. I appreciate that. And you should subscribe to Nicole, too.
Yeah, I appreciate you. Like I was telling Heather, it's hard because my channel it's about marketing, but a lot of marketing trainings and stuff have to do with multi-level marketing.
Exactly.
So I appreciate like being kind of in anti-MLM community, even if I'm not just a fully anti-MLM channel. It doesn't mean that we have a lot of overlap. So if you like marketing, I hope you join me. And I just put Heather's channel link in my stream. Make sure that you guys are subscribed to that as well. Let's get her solidly over the 600 mark.
Am I at 600? It says I'm at 600 now. Boom.
Nice.
I didn't think I would get 10. So 600 is pretty cool.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much. And you're almost there too. You're so
Yeah.
cool.
I know. I'm so close to 600. I've been stuck at like 582 like forever. But
right now you're at 598.
Woo! Thanks, guys.
That's awesome.
Appreciate
That's
it.
amazing.
Sorry, my dog is going crazy. It's
That's
the witching
okay.
hour.
So I think we've covered all of the stuff I wanted to say about this. Do you have any last conclusions? Oh, you're going to check out Nicole. Yay. Thank you, Trey. That's so nice. I think you're muted.
I know, my dog's going crazy, so I'm trying to spare you guys from it. Nope, this was such a good idea. By the way, this was Heather's idea to review this website, and as I started looking through it, I was like, oh my god, this is a gold mine.
So good, yeah. I think I'm good. Do you have anything else you wanted to add?
Nope, I just, don't give these people your money. They don't need it, and there's plenty that you can do to improve your business without.
And if you have 15K for your business, hire professionals.
Yeah, or just like, you could do infinite number of things with that money. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Besides this, so.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for having me on your channel, Heather. It was great streaming.
Yay.
And thanks everyone for watching. And we got some congratulations to Heather.
Yay,
I really love your live streams.
Oh, Charlie's been around forever. Thank you, Charlie. Yeah. That's so nice.
Oh, thanks.
Woohoo!
So close to 600. Amazing. That's great. We appreciate you guys. It helps
you guys next time.
It helps to know that someone else is like watching the content that you're producing. So we really appreciate it.
That's so nice. Yay. Okay. You have to end it because you're the host.
Yes, absolutely. All right. Well, have a great night, everybody. Thanks for coming.
Bye, everyone.
And just saying bye. Have a great night. And we'll see you next time. Take care.
Bye, Tanya. Bye, everyone.